Wow. This is going to be a public announcement that you need to know. We were just talking about how on this channel it has been 6 years of being outside of America. Like,
Yeah.
just pause on that because we've been so into the news, so into our businesses, so into investing, all of these things on this channel. But we have forgotten to reflect back with you over this 6 year journey on what it's been like to live outside of America consecutively. And I want to be very clear, this is 6 years without going back to America at all.
Exactly.
6 years of actually having our family also come outside of America and sometimes travel with us. This has been 6 years of birthing children abroad as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning and just reflect. So I know we have a lot of new subscribers and stuff. Some clients that's been signing up. They say, yeah, we've been following you for a couple months, and we definitely understand you guys, and we like the organicness that you guys bring to the table, the truth, and really not trying to hide anything or fake anything for the audience. And that's something that's very important that we want to express in this video is truth. Just being yourself, being organic, and making sure that you can prosper just for being who you are. So, yeah, public
Public
service
service
announcement.
announcement. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, because I just want to tell you that somebody drop drum roll, please, in the comments, because we know 2027 is coming up. We know things are
Mm-hmm.
changing rapidly. We know things are changing
Fast.
super fast, but we have come into new understanding, new knowledge. We have come into the grace and the favor of Yah showing us some new
Hallelujah.
things in this season, how to expand our family, not just like we've literally expanded our family because we have a new baby, but also how to expand into new territories, into
Mm-hmm.
new geographies, into new areas that are
Into
new
new
for us,
levels.
but not
Yeah.
necessarily new for our family because we have family in these areas as well. And so you should just subscribe to members only. To
Yeah.
be honest, you need to subscribe to members only because towards the beginning of 2027, towards the end of 2026, we are going to be doing some traveling. We have not traveled in a very long time. As you
Mm-hmm.
know, or maybe you don't know, we've been in Mauritius, Africa for years, going on 3 years here soon. And it has really been that home base, that transition that we needed to
Mm-hmm.
stay outside of America, somewhere that has anti corruption policies, somewhere that's visa free for Americans, somewhere that gives you residency and temporary residency that are easy to help you to stay and not jump around all over the place, because we are the type of people, we don't want to jump around constantly. We do want to have a level of legitimacy and stability
Yeah.
in the territories that we go to.
Exactly. Yeah, I like how you said that because it's different levels too. That once you be outside of America, you experience. And I guess I'm talking spiritual. There's different levels that you have to understand, especially just from our journey back in 20. Yeah, I want to say we really sat down and made this decision in 2019.
Yes.
I want to say October. Yeah, around this
Was it
time.
October?
Yeah, I want to say
Right.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Around this time, and we fasted, we prayed for a
Yeah.
couple of days,
Glory.
we looked at each other and said, yes, we want to move. The
We
most
did,
high,
didn't we?
yeah, the most high told us to go.
We were so
So
extra,
we
like,
like
dramatic,
yeah,
like, really said, yes, we are
yes,
going to
yeah,
do
like yes.
this.
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
yes. it was that, it was literally that moment. And we
What?
like, oh man,
Yeah.
hallelujah. So the most high is telling both of us the same thing. And it's just crazy that when new clients come, I have to tell these stories and stuff, and it's just a
Mm,
blessing that like our foundation is the Most High told us to go
period.
and to stay
Period.
out,
Period.
right? So this is why we say it is important to listen to what we're saying because we are experiencing this every day. We are experiencing this every year of staying outside of America, doing our research, making sure that people can have a plan, making sure that people can be like really strategic in how they move and stuff, right? So that's why I know members only, we're going to be putting a lot of content behind the scenes and stuff because we are, introverts. We do have a big family and stuff. So most of the content that we are going to be doing that you guys want to follow is going to be behind the scenes. So check out members only, subscribe to members only because we just are in a different season right?
Pause. See, I know that you have been looking up how to generate income online, how to make money online. You need an extra 5K, 9K per month, whatever it is. And you know AI can do a lot of things. Now, I'm a 10-year entrepreneur. I own a retention marketing firm, and I have worked with some of the biggest clients that exist, not only within Black-owned businesses, but now also Fortune 500 companies. But I would love to teach you to do the same thing. I mean, come here. As long as you keep this quiet, I will give you my secrets. 15 different innovative AI business models that you can use. Thinking about working with dentists, plumbers, electricians, body care, supplements, tech companies, social media companies as well. Visit the link in the description for the State of the Diaspora Business Intel. If you are the diaspora and you want to be mobile with your money, this is the edition for you. Your ticket is $100. See you there. Yes, an expansive season, and it's different, but it's also, this is something that Yah has placed on us to do consistently. That's just like, you can expand into different territories, have these different home bases for your 6 children, because a lot of people don't know that we have 6 children on this channel. People, maybe it's hard to keep up, we do
Yeah.
have a lot of children. The Most High has blessed us very abundantly. Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14,
Hmm.
with the blessings of the womb. Okay, with the
Hallelujah.
blessings of our savings, of our storehouse. He has really just immensely blessed us. And that's why we even began this channel. If you were to just go back, you could go
Just
back
go
on
to our
Journey with
first
Us right
video.
now. There is a filter that allows you to go not to most viewed, but to oldest. And you would go back to our first few videos and see that trajectory and see that testimony,
Yeah.
because we are a living testimony of Yah's Torah, of what He is
Hallelujah.
doing in real life, of His word, of how He is blessing and maneuvering His people in the end times. And it has been just reflecting also, because it's August. A lot of you guys don't know. We have not said this recently on the channel either, because we just get so focused on like our projects and our clients and different projects that we're doing, that August is officially our 6th year. So we're now going to be heading into the 7th year when August 2027 comes. Okay.
Mm.
So August 2026, this is officially our 6 years. We had literally left August 11th or 12th.
Hmm.
We left Ohio 2020. We were waiting on a passport, got the passport for our son Josiah,
Yep.
and we thought we were going to Ghana, but we ended up going to Tanzania, spent time in Dar es Salaam, spent time in Kilwa Kisiwani. If you have
Yep.
watched since that time, just leave a comment down below, because there's
The
also a
ancient ruins.
playlist
Yep.
about those ancient ruins, and we should go back
Nice
and teach our
hotel.
younger
Yeah.
children that, because that was a historical documentary that we filmed that we can even teach them for homeschool lessons.
Hmm.
But our oldest children went through that and experienced that, and our youngest children, I talk about this a lot with our youngest children, how some of the, or I speak to our oldest children about how some of the youngest children won't remember being in Tanzania.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our
And they're
young
from
baby girl won't
Tanzania.
even
Yeah.
remember Mauritius as
Exactly.
much.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
so expanding into this new season, into this new territory, where eventually we go back to those areas and rebuild in those areas. The other nice thing about this move of being an expat, being a nomad, being somebody that takes Hebrews 11 to heart and physically does it the way that the Hebrew mind is
Yeah.
so concrete, is that you build these networks in these areas. I mean, if we, there's people both of us can call right now in Tanzania and be like, hey, I want to take a vacation, I want to stay in Tanzania for a time, can
Yep.
you find stuff and connect me to some stuff in that area? And it's not even Americans, they're Tanzanians.
Yep.
So that's just so beautiful, because then we also went to Tonga, Tanzania. We gave birth to Zakaria there
Yep.
in Tonga. And I was on Threads earlier, and somebody was like, where can I go where the mountains reach the ocean? And I was
Mm.
like, Tonga, Tanzania, and Mauritius,
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
where
Really.
the mountains reach the ocean.
Yeah. And I'll say this, like, this foundation that we have, um, is just the Most High. So I want to say that is the most important thing that you have to know, um, when moving abroad. If the Most High is telling you something to do, you have to do it. So that was us in Dar es Salaam. He was telling us to, go to Tonga. That was like 6 hours, no, 6 7 hours away. That was a new territory. We didn't know anything about it. We probably knew like one American family,
Yeah.
and we just moved by faith. So we really just want people to understand that you have to walk this word out. Like, you have to experience
Yes.
it. It's
Glory.
not
Hallelujah.
okay. You can know it and stuff, but that's something that I noticed moving to Africa, um, looking at or meeting my local friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They really walk the word out, and they don't know it.
Yeah.
So, I'll say just I'll say that later, but yeah, they walk the word out, and that's very important in these last days. Like if you're not trying to do that, I don't know. You know, if
Facts.
you're not trying to strive for righteousness, being obedient to the Most High. Sometimes you do have to sacrifice, and you have to sacrifice a lot. I know I say this a lot. You have to sacrifice a lot to be obedient. So that's just my take on um, this abroad, this being abroad, just our experience abroad. Like we just obedient. So no matter where the Most High tell us to go, when, no matter how comfortable we are, no matter what, if He's telling us to get going, we got to go. So, but we have to be diligent in how we move too. So,
Yeah, and I think
yeah,
as we grow older, it's also been helpful even having family visit and come through the journey, because this will be a new journey where family is with us literally through the journey. I think we will also see some of your side of the family abroad as well.
yeah,
They're located in specific areas. So that's what we're saying. Do members that like this is epic. This is
hmm,
nothing that you could even find on YouTube, number one, because there's just not a family that has 6 children and is married, period. Okay.
yeah,
And then number two, literally generations are now being impacted, like
exactly,
uncles, like grandparent, like this is very big. This is really huge.
yeah,
Like I haven't seen a lot of content like that or a testimony or a story like that, because most people, in America, a lot of families are very distant. And some family members are distant, but then there are those that are not distant, or those that are already
hmm,
abroad, generations that have gone before us and were already abroad. So people that you looked up to, you and your family, that were already abroad.
yeah,
And
exactly,
I've had aunts that are already abroad. Like it's something to where the calling on the bloodline, that's what I'm trying to say, the calling on the lineage and the bloodline is
hmm,
not new. We were also talking about how, I talk about this with one of my friends here, how for Black Americans, especially those of us in the North, because we're from Ohio, although I was born in Florida, I'm more of like an Ohio girl, because although I was born in Florida, I did not live in Florida that long, okay? And so we traveled to Ohio. And then my dad owned property in Ohio, but then also had a house in Indianapolis as well, okay? So we would travel a lot. But for North African Americans that were going through the Underground Railroad, travel isn't new to us. We have always been people that escaped judgment, that have escaped lynchings, that have escaped
mm,
whatever was happening down in Alabama, that whatever was happening down in Louisiana, whatever was happening down in Georgia. Now I know there are people in the United States that are like, well, we've been here since the sharecroppers, and that's just not the lineage I come from. My family, we will always go to better, greener pastures, establish ourselves, move, expand,
mm,
expand, expand. Like that's just not something new to our bloodline at the end of the day. For those of us who were, because all of us Black Americans are from the South, but a lot of us didn't stay in the South. We went
mm,
north, we went to other areas, we went to other groups, to people that didn't look like us, and still won, and
hmm,
still we're top of the game, still top in our class, still top in whatever it was we were doing, whether it was Air Force, whether it was teaching, whether it was being a nurse, whether it's whatever it was. Now for our generations, it's entrepreneurship and finance. Whatever it was, we would be top of whatever we were doing, and we would expand, and we would not just stay stagnant, because we are not trees.
yeah,
Like I know we have these beautiful trees behind us, but I'm a human, I'm not a tree.
yeah, and I'll say this: you can't be fearful of moving, of traveling. That's something that a lot of people struggle with. Because it is emotional. I know you guys, or if you have not seen our last video, where both of us was in a video, right? Go check it out because we were talking about how it's very emotional when it comes to traveling, when it comes to, you know, telling your family you're not coming back to America, right? People pass, people go through
True.
things, but what are you gonna do? Are you gonna serve the Most High, just or be, I guess, be
Oh,
obedient to what He told you to do, or get all in your emotions like, hey, I gotta go back. Like say, this is not for everyone. I'm not saying this is what you have to do. This is what the Most High told us to do.
this is for the called.
Yeah, so this is just us. I'm not saying this is what you do. I know plenty of people that come, like the Most High called them out, but they might have to go back to America real quick, but they still come back, right? And they,
Sure,
they, they do
sure.
have the resources for that to do that. So like say that's all I wanted to say. Like that fear stops a lot of people, and once you put your fear in the Most High, I'm telling you, that's when everything start to begin. Everything start to fall in place. Everything just really start to grow like the ball just start rolling for you. So
Yes, that's
yeah.
so good because you have to ask and say, Abba, Father Yah, what is written in my book of life? Because you don't know what's written in your book of life. For us being here right now, we would never known this when we
Yeah.
knew each other in high school and middle. We just would have never knew. But you have to ask him, what's written in my book of life? Where am I supposed to go? What businesses should I start? What should I invest in? Who should I be around? You have to get so specific and surrender your entire lifestyle to him. And he will, Ephesians 6, blow your mind beyond anything you can comprehend, exceedingly beyond. When he says, I have riches for you that you can't even imagine, I have mansions prepared for you that you can't even imagine, I have exceedingly taken care of you beyond what you can even imagine. And even the scripture, I've been heavily in the New Testament recently, the scripture in the
Mm.
Gospels where it talks about Yahusha literally says, I have prepared a place for you. If it was not so, I would not tell you. But being that I have prepared a place for you, I must go so that where I am, you will be also.
Oh yeah.
Like that's not just in the spiritual when you are in heaven, it's in physical now, Mark 10 for right now as well. That
Hmm.
you can have these fortunes, that you can have the glory of the Most High sitting upon you, that you can have his favor, that you can go out and proclaim him to the nations because that's literally what we're supposed to do. But the Hebrew thought has always been like with your lifestyle, you should show it and not just this
Mm.
Greco Roman evangelized type of thing. I think a lot of people get into like the evangelized mindset, and that's fine. But
That's
there's
good.
also those who are called to display with their lifestyle,
Hold
to
on.
display with their testimony, to display with their children, to
Go ahead.
minister to their children, to minister
Mm.
to the generations because their family's going to follow at some
And
point.
yeah, to your neighbors too. So the other day, I told Jeremiah because he was right there, but I didn't tell you. So
Okay.
I was coming back from the store, and it's this road, and dogs knock over trash cans, right? So I'm walking toward past his house. It's like right here,
Okay.
and the trash is on the ground, right? And I'm like, dang, like that's a lot of trash, like whoever got picked that up got to pick it up, right?
Wow.
Look, for me, if it was like a couple of items, of course I'm gonna be like, boom, 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 here you go. That's my, I'm just showing appreciation, like
Your
I
charity
care.
for the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but so it's a whole bunch of trash, right? And then this lady walked out. She was African, but she wasn't from Mauritius. I can
Okay.
tell. Then another lady walked out. Another lady walked out. So I'm seeing all these ladies looking at the trash,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, like, oh, I don't want to touch it. So I'm like, dang, like I'm about to do this. I said, hey, do you want me to help you get the trash? They like, oh, I don't know English. I don't know English. And I'm like, I'm gonna pick up the trash, and they just couldn't understand me. So I just started picking up the trash, putting it in a trash can for them and stuff. And just right there, that light, and we couldn't understand each other, but me showing that love to my neighbor, that's right down the street. They're like, who is like, why did he just do that? And that's my example of walking this word out.
That's true.
Really like just how you was just saying that. That's like really loving your neighbor and like yeah, just being in the moment.
Yeah, that's good. That's wonderful. That's wonderful because,
Cause I picked up trash,
I
y'all.
yeah, as a woman, I have no desire to
Exactly,
do
yeah.
that.
Like exactly. If
I
just
just
any
have
like
literally no desire
it
that,
was all
yeah.
women, no man, and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna do it. You
It was a
know?
whole lot.
Yeah, I want to say like three. It was two children and three like older women. They had their scarves on and well, not like Muslim scarf, but you know how they.
Yeah, sometimes,
Yeah,
yeah. Even sometimes, like, I'll wear a scarf or something.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
So I was
sure.
just like, let
It's a
me let
cultural,
me
yeah.
step up and do what Yahusha would do. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you really got to walk this out. I'm telling you,
Facts.
you have to, and it comes with everyday life, just like that.
Yeah.
Like, what are you like? That's the diligence. Like, who are you truly? Like, as a man, I'm not like that. That don't make sense to me. Like walking past, like, how you got to pick up trash? No,
Right, right.
I'm gonna step up and do what I know that I should do as a neighbor. You get what I'm saying? As their brother that they don't know, in the spirit of the Most High. So yeah,
Yes, this look, I'm excited. Can I just say I'm excited? I'm very, very excited. And I just can't tell you. I can't tell you unless you
yeah,
remember. I'm so excited because, well, one, what's really fun now about the way that we're older, obviously our children are older. Our two oldest children, when
we
we
still young
left,
though. We
were
in our 30s.
Yes,
So
I'm
I
30.
know,
So I'm 30.
yeah,
Okay, I'm
we're
about to be
older.
31 November, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in my 30s. Okay, so yeah, that's just a thing.
Yeah,
But what's really fun is that our oldest children, when we left, were ages 7 and 9, I think,
Mm,
6 and 8, some
something
like
like
that,
something
some
like
like that,
that.
some
Yeah,
along those lines. Our
it's a
oldest,
lot of
and then we had
calculations.
a 2-year-old. Okay, we
Yeah,
had a
we
two-year-old on the
remember
plane,
Joe. He's two.
breastfeeding on the plane, fabulous breastfeeding in this hotel that we stayed at, Landmark in Mbezi Beach.
34 hours.
Shout out to Mbezi Beach. Okay, is anybody in Mbezi Beach? Shout out to Mbezi Beach. But anyway, we get to now bring them into the business decisions that we make, into creating
Hmm.
content. Like, you guys don't know, but sometimes our children edit some of our videos, edit some of our vlogs. They're doing projects on the corporate side as well that we do, which
Hmm.
has been really, really fun to go behind the scenes and do that. And they have explicitly been like, hey, I don't want my face online. And we respect that, because we're not the type, oh, push your face online. Like, there's too many Disney stars. I know I'm sidetracking now, but there's too many Disney stars that have started out as children and then end up being on drugs or being like crazy
Hmm.
because their
Go
parents
insane.
forced them to
Yeah.
be the forefront. And like, we respect their decisions. Like, if you don't want your face shown, your face doesn't need to be shown, because you're clearly a writer, you're clearly an artist. You're not going to have to show your face if you do not desire to, because you can get some
Creative.
secret
Yeah.
contracts behind the scenes that nobody in public ever knows about. But I think that's going to be so fun to see them on that journey, and to see even the younger ones, like the toddlers and
Mm.
babies, to be in an airport again, flying around, just like traveling and having this lifestyle that we signed up for, this lifestyle that we have desired to have, that we prayed
Mm.
about, and that the Most High Yah blessed us with. Seeing just everyone together, and then having family along for the journey too. That's just crazy, because a lot of people comment, well, what about your family? What do you, what? And it's like, y'all don't even know that
Yeah.
our family has already been to Tanzania,
And
been
it's
to
different.
Mauritius, been to Kenya, South Africa, like, they've been around. They've been
It's
around the
different.
globe.
It's just different
They've been to
levels.
Mexico.
Yeah. It's different levels, y'all. Like some people just not gonna get it, and that's included family. You know me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Certain people just not gonna get it. So we are on a whole nother wavelength where the Most High told us to do. Some people are starting to get it, starting to catch up with things. So we are just the forerunners.
Forerunners, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just yeah. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So I ask you guys this: if you made it this far, comment below and let us know or your thoughts where you think that we are going to travel.
Oh, that's a good one. Comment below, because
Let us
when
know.
y'all saw us, you should post the video in this video. When y'all saw us go from Tanzania to Mauritius, y'all thought we were in Rwanda. Y'all thought
Botswana.
we were in Zambia. Y'all
Yeah.
thought we were in Botswana. Y'all did not. Y'all had no idea it was Mauritius, and y'all gonna have no idea right again. I'm telling you, because we
Mm.
go places that nobody thinks about on purpose.
No, we go places where it makes sense for us and where it just makes sense because we have a big family. So it's not. I think that's what it is. Like
True.
we
True.
don't try to go to trendy places. I mean, if it works for us and it's trendy, that's good, right?
True.
But that's our focus in the season that we are in. What's going to work for us and our family? We got 6 children. You get what I'm saying?
Right. So
So
I can't do 30 day. I can't do,
yeah.
look, let me give you a hint. It has to have a digital nomad visa, period. I'm not going to go there if there's no digital nomad visa. There's your
Mm.
hint. That's the hint.
So
That's a good hint, because if you don't have that digital nomad temporary residence, like the premium visa Mauritius,
mm.
like, Spain has one as well. If you don't have that infrastructure, then you do go back to America, because
Yeah,
you choose a popular place like a South Africa, but you don't know South Africa. You got to get your
you gotta get
visa
things done.
before you leave America for South Africa
Yep.
officially. So you can't stay consistently there. So we look for like, where can I stay consistently? And this is also one of our gift strategy at the end of the day. When
Exactly.
you're strategizing with clients, when I'm strategizing on the corporate side, this is what people book us for. Strategy, because we think in systems, and we think and analyze, because we're both introverts. If you didn't know, we think in systems, like,
Mm.
for the long term. Like, we think 10 steps ahead. So where most people are thinking just the next 30 days or next couple of
Or
months,
they
we're
think
like 20 steps ahead
yeah
already.
because we got someone I was talking to the other day. They was like, yeah, I want to come to Africa. I want to go to this country, that country, and this country,
Okay.
and in every country I want to do this, this, and that. And I'm like,
Okay.
that's a blessing. All praises, but come on, what's the first step? Like,
Mm.
what is going to work for you? I see that you got a big plan, But in reality, to tell you the truth, to be honest, I mean, if you got the resources for it, if you got these resources, maybe millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars to, throw at it, that's okay. But you got to live in reality. You got to know what country is best for what. Because I guess a lot of people come to Africa and think like I could do any and everything, which you can, but you just got to know the systems. You got to have a strategy. You got to have a business plan. You got to do things like that. You got to make sure that you're actually bringing in income, and I think that's a perfect thing to explain what we're about to do this Sunday.
Yes, it's either Corinthians or Ephesians that literally says where Paul the apostle, or Shaul to the Hebrew, is saying, I can do all things, but not all things are expedient for me. He can technically, through his freedom, do all things. We can do like everything. We have great ideas, but not all things are expedient. Expedient meaning like, is this the perfect will for my life from Yah? Is this
At the
something that I
time, yeah,
actually need to do? Is this the proper thing to do in its proper season, in its proper time?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So all praises,
what
guys.
it is.
Guys, if you made it this far, we greatly appreciate it.
All
Make sure you
praises to
liking
the
the
Most
video,
High Yahuwah, in Yahusha's name and Yahusha's blood.
and check the links in the description because we are doing a emergency state of diaspora business edition. So if you guys don't know, this is our third time doing it. Fourth time. Fourth time.
Fourth time. Wow, those
So
times went
yeah,
fast.
this is the business edition. So of course we try to tell you guys where to move and stuff. Of course, I'll be on a call longer than I should, but
Yes.
I always answer the questions that you need and stuff. Try to motivate you guys and stuff like that. But this is what we notice from everyone that we talk to: income. When you're moving abroad, no matter if you are retired, no matter if you sold your house and you bought another house, you still want to have some income coming in. Like I'm telling you, no matter how comfortable you are, people still want to bring income in. So this is what we break down: the best countries that's going to be right for you, right? The top 3 countries we say
In Africa,
in
Ghana,
Africa,
Rwanda, Mauritius, period.
exactly.
For
So
stability. Those are the
yeah,
only 3, and really you can travel other places, but have those as your home base because they're going to issue you a residence that's going to actually sustain you long term.
hmm
That's key. You have to have residence that sustains you long term, okay?
and
Because if not, then it's just you're going to be back to the United States of America. Like, oh my
exactly.
gosh, it doesn't work. It does work. You just didn't strategize
Yeah.
properly.
And we just give you the strategy, right? We give you what's working in this time.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people are losing
context
jobs
is
and stuff.
key.
So even if you in America and you're not planning to move abroad,
Hmm.
you still probably need to hear
Oh,
the things that
true.
AI is taking over and things that's still going to work in 2020, the end of
Yes.
2026, 27, 28, 29, 30,
Yes.
like really.
These,
Because
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
As somebody that's behind the scenes, like really in depth with technology right now, I'll just tell you, it's not looking good for people that do not understand the right industries. You can have a great idea, you can have great things that you want to do, but AI has totally shifted the ball game. You already see DEI is being let go.
Mm,
You already see federal workers were fired last year. Like, let's not forget, don't forget, Amazon has also been firing people. So you are going to have such a dichotomy between people who are like us and doing online business, but not just any online business. It has to be in one of the 15 industries that we have named in the State of the Diaspora Intel Edition. And you may say, well, where do you get that? I get it because I'm on the front scenes. I'm a 10-year entrepreneur. I own a
mm-hmm.
retention marketing firm. I've helped my clients collectively make 31.9 million today and counting because we are in the technology age. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of the clients I have at this rate are just like venture capital funding going from 10 million to 350 billion in revenue. This AI stuff is crazy. Let me
Yeah.
just say that. Like, if you are not on the forefront like me, and I don't really know a lot of people, just to be honest with you, I'm in a group with just a couple of other people that
Mm-hmm.
are top of their industry, and even the top dogs, vice presidents of marketing, are
Ooh.
getting kicked off of projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
It's
is that? It's because people, one, don't know how to write and critically think and create content in a technical way that they can use in the real world.
yeah.
That's a skill just in itself. And so if you do not know how to do that, if you do not know how to communicate via the written word, I've been telling people for 10 years. Okay, but it's paying off. All
Yeah.
praises to the Most High Yah. it's paying off like crazy. When you think of some of these tech contracts and working with corporations, you can also work with a corporation though as a
Exactly.
retiree. As somebody that's middle aged, you think they let you go and that's the end of the road for you. That's not the end of the road for you. Can I just
Mm-hmm.
declare over your life? That's not the end of the road for you. This is the beginning of your road.
Yep.
Okay, Isaiah 62, arise and shine because the light has come upon you.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness covers the earth and gross darkness the peoples, but the light is shining upon you. This is your season. This is your time. This is your time to get right. This is your
Mm-hmm.
season to actually find something profitable for yourself going into the next stage of life. If you're over 50 years old, going into, hey, I have 15 years of experience and I don't know how to use it today because I've been stuck at this corporation for the same 15 years. That's the variance where if you're someone that's an entrepreneur that works with a variety of corporations over e-commerce, DNA, technology, different companies, then these are the people they want. But you can also have that same effect if you
Mm-hmm.
begin now and stop doubting yourself. And you can borrow my confidence. If you need to borrow my confidence temporarily, let me give that to you. Let me give some of my confidence to you, because that's the energy that you need to bring to these corporate boardrooms. And you're like, well, what if they want me to stay in America? They don't care, child. I'm in Mauritius, Africa. I've been abroad for 6 years. They don't
Mm-hmm.
care.
Yeah.
If you got the experience, you know how to show up to a boardroom virtually on Zoom and command the expertise, command your experience, command the workflow, show people
Mm-hmm.
how to think in systems, critique them in a way that uplevels their business for the next 10, 15, 20 years, ma'am, sir, you're going to get paid well. But you just have to bottle and package that expertise up in a way that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense for a corporation. You got to think in an elevated, sophisticated mindset. You got to let the old thoughts go. You got to let the old way that you know go, because AI is changing everything.
Yeah.
And it will be bad for a lot of people, but it will be good for a lot of us as well
Yep.
that are using it in a freedom based, leverage based way so that we are not trapped into any system, but that
Mm-hmm.
we can be abundant in every way, in every geography that we go in, and in every contract, every boardroom that we step in, leading these people to what needs to be done. Some of us are systems thinkers, some of
And
us
that's
know how to audit and change business systems with one tweak that makes a company millions, one tweak that changes the infrastructure for an
mm-hmm.
engineering project.
and really that's what it is. You saying like the word in these times. You are the light. You are the one that's going to be leading. You get what I'm saying? So you need to learn how to move with His Spirit in this crazy world that we are in now. Because it's abundance. It's abundance that's happening, but you just got to step into it.
Yeah.
You got to invest in yourself. You got to. It's a small investment of $100. So I think um, it's a blessing because you do get a group behind it also, a
Yeah, it
community.
is. Yeah.
People doing different things in the community. So
Yeah.
it's in a way like a group economics thing that's eventually going to be built out. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
date will be
take advantage.
Monday. Is that August?
No, no, Sunday,
Sunday at 9 p.m. This
Sunday 9
Sunday,
p.m.
9 p.m., it's going to be epic. It's going to be wonderful. We've already seen alumni go in our one-to-one programs from that, and they're like, look, I'm ready to just make money online. I'm ready to figure out this AI stuff. And yeah, it's hard. There's definitely going to be a learning curve, but I
Hmm.
got your back. I'm right there with
We
you. Like,
got you.
we are
Yeah,
hand in hand. Let's
that's
hold
what.
hands.
Look.
We're going to work through your experience. We're going to work through your 15 years of expertise and
Hmm.
bring that product to market, because you're the Joseph of your time. You're the Daniel of your time. You're the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego of
Bendigo.
your
Yep.
time. Because if you studied Daniel, you would see those three Hebrew boys were not just Hebrew boys in captivity, but the Most High imparted a level of wisdom that the magicians of Babylon could not even touch. And so
Hallelujah.
Daniel and the three boys, they became top in command, second to none, just like Joseph, because they were imparted that excellent
Hmm.
spirit, that wisdom that comes from on high. And they went to market. And guess what? It wasn't just spiritual. It wasn't, okay, Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego just
Hmm.
sit and do prayers all day. They were speaking and dealing with magicians in the land. They were dealing with gold, with resources, with silver, commodities. They were dealing with different levels of
Hmm.
expertise. And so there's always a physical aspect. This is why you should actually read the Bible. You will see the Bible is very physical. It's the most
Yeah.
physical book you could actually read in your entire life.
All praises, guys.
Yes, glory. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. I don't know how you not sweating. I'm over here. Woo! If you stayed this far, I appreciate it. I think this should have been a live, but you know,
Well, it's like a live. You get
yeah,
the
it's like
live
a live.
experience.
So
Lives are just a lot,
all
okay?
praises, guys. Make sure you check the links in the description. We will be talking to you in the next video. And yeah, shalom, shalom, peace and blessings to you.
Shalom.